Hi all, this is Raghu here. Now we had a lot of requests to create a video on how to add pivots. So this video's intention is to show you how we can add pivots in TradingView and Zerodha, right? So this is the TradingView chart. You can, I mean, it's the same process. Hope you guys know you can use any kinds of stock or anything and create the template. Now what I'll be showing here is how to add the pivots. Now we have pivots within the TradingView indicators. If it is a free account, you can add up to 3 indicators. All right, but I will show you a better way. This is the inbuilt pivot. Okay, built in. Pivot point standard. If you add this, you get the pivots here. This is the central pivot. This is R1. This is R2. This is S1, S2. But do you guys observe that we don't have a CPR here? Central pivot range is a range. Top circuit is one range above pivot and bottom circuit is another range below pivot, which is very important. And also watch this. This pivot is when you go here. Okay, this is the settings. Under settings, you can do the color codings. See, this is my pivot. These are all whatever colors you want, you can add it. Central pivot. And observe here, it is auto. When you leave it to auto, it calculates the open, close, high, low of that particular time and plots the pivot, which means at different time, it will have different pivot. Do you see on 30 minutes, price is at central pivot. On 15 minutes, price is above the central pivot. So what is the right way for our day trading on 5 minutes basis? It should be set to daily and click OK. You will have these pivots. Okay. Now I'm going to hide this. We need central pivot range. Okay. You don't need this. So you can go to indicators, go to public library and mention KGS, CPR by KGS. Okay. Usually I use this one. It's a very, very useful one. I'll go with this one. This is the CPR by KGS. Now again, you need to go and beautify it. You have daily pivots. You can use tomorrow's pivots. I don't want tomorrow's pivots for now. You have weekly pivots. I don't want weekly pivots. I don't want monthly pivots. I don't want, yeah, we will retain previous month high, previous month low, weekly high, weekly low, day high and day low. And if you go to styles, here is where you can modify the daily pivot. I always want it in red and I want small dots. All right, you can make it dark red. Same thing with blue. Now I have the pivots. Now I want R1, R2, R3, R4, S1, S2, S3, S4, one single color. The color I use is usually orange. And again, thickness 1. The reason why I'm doing this is because to understand, the moment I see, I know this is daily pivot, S1, S2, everything, because every pivot below central pivot, you know, you get only S1, S2, S3, S4. All right, this is setup. Now we want monthly high, weekly high. Okay, monthly pivot we haven't used. We have used all the highs, previous month high. The color which I would like to use is this one. Again, thin dots, both. All I want to know is I have a monthly high or monthly low when I see this color. Previous week high, usually I use yellow, but you can use any other color, whatever color you like. And then day high, day low, I usually keep green. Let's make it thin, thin. Okay. This is where your pivots is set. Go to 5 minutes. If you come here, So this is the central CPR, and the orange lines or the brownish lines are R1, R2, R3, R4, S1, S2, S3, S4. I told you the greenish dots are previous day low, previous day high. Now currently Nifty is facing resistance near previous day high. On top of that, we have R1. If it breaks above R1, we can expect some kind of trendy moves as it is towards the end of the day. Similarly, we have this is monthly low, and then where are the yellow dots? See, this is yellow. This is weekly low, weekly high. If you want, you can modify again, go there. Okay, come here. We want something sharper color, make it pink. Or you can make it purple so that you can distinguish it. Also, if you want, you can make the thickness of the dots bigger. Now, why I'm using dots? Why not lines? The reason being that if you add lines, the previous day lines will be joined together. See, I'll show you here how it will work. Just one sample I'm showing you. See, it will be joined like this. And if you add lines, entire chart, you'll have the continuation of the lines from the previous day. That's the reason I'm using circles. Trading account, TradingView, you can open a free account. All right. This is how you set up the pivots. And this is how I would like to trade. And once you set up, if you click on save it, this chart will be saved. You can just give a name or rename, whatever name you want. CPR by KGS. All right. Now, since I'm a pro subscriber, if I use the lines, I'll get lines like this. Why I'm using this is so that I can distinguish the R1, R2, or maybe it looks beautiful for me, but you don't need that. You can just use this one. This is more than enough. Now coming to Zerodha. Okay. In Zerodha, you don't get the CPR in TradingView. By the way, Zerodha uses CPR. Okay. So the CMA is something which I'm using for a long time. But anyway, the focus is similar to what I showed in TradingView. You go to indicator, put pivots, you get pivots. As simple as that. But as you see, you don't get central pivot range, and it is set to auto. You need to set it to daily. This is one way of setting it up. So you can, since you don't have CPR here, there's another way where you can use CPR, but again, this is only on daily purpose. If you go to your profile in Zerodha, okay, see, you have two types of charts, TradingView and Chart IQ. If you select Chart IQ and then go to Nifty charts, this is how the charts will come. You go to studies, remove everything. All right. So studies is where you get indicator. You can add central pivot range. This is the central pivot range. And then you can add pivot points. So you have the pivot points and central pivot range where you can see it. Beautiful. Yeah, central pivot range. You don't need TradingView at all. This is more than enough. So here you want to modify something. Yes, I think you can modify it here. I don't use this one. Okay, go to central pivot range. This is where you can use the different colors. R1, R2, R3, S1, S2 support. These are the things you can use. This is how you set up pivots in Zerodha. If you want central pivot range and pivots, the red color lines are R1, R2, R3. Green are S1, S2, S3 supports. So, and you can use this for your trading purpose. Hope the video helped. Thank you.